Hello guys, today in this video, we are going to help you to find out the best computer speakers 2023 at market. I made this list based on my personal opinion, and I tried to list them based on their quality, durability, customer review, and more. If you want to see their price and find out more information about them, you can check our links in the description below. Number 7. Vigilant Audio Switch Ohms. There are a few things that make the Vigilant Audio Switch Ohms special. To start, they're powerful and room-filling speakers that sound excellent despite the fact that there are just two smallish bookshelf speakers and no subwoofer. And yes, they come with impressive even without a sub. They also come with the switch that switches the switch on from a more hi-fi-sounding stereo speaker setup to one with a flatter, more neutral frequency response, perfect for doing studio work. We were even able to use these monitors to mix when tested. Of course, we did find the switch and frequency responses to be on the subtle side. Since they were meant for use with a computer, we did miss having USB connectivity, but it has all the other types of connectivity you could need, including Bluetooth. All in all, the Vigilant Audio Switch Ohms are a fantastic option if you don't need USB and can afford their slightly higher price tag. Experience superior sound quality with Vigilant Audio Switch Ohms wireless Bluetooth speakers, designed to deliver an immersive listening experience for music, movies, and more. Our custom-tuned drivers, Class D amplifiers, and dual passive radiators ensure precise sound reproduction and enhanced bass, making Switch Ohms the perfect addition to your home audio setup. Number 6. Razer Leviathan V2 Pro. The Razer Leviathan V2 Pro is proof that you can get away with a space-saving setup and still have a truly immersive experience. This soundbar sub-combo is a fantastic audio solution if you want a 5.1 speaker system for your desk, but don't necessarily have the space to accommodate that kind of setup. Razer's brilliant plan here isn't just to put 5 drivers in a single and relatively compact soundbar, add a downward-firing sub, and let it all loose. This offering also comes with thoughtful features such as head tracking eye, different audio modes, and customizable RGB lighting, all of which contribute to your audio immersion. And it's more affordable than you might think. It isn't perfect. During testing, we found that the high end to be lacking in the mids, sometimes sounding a little muddy. However, it makes up for those with a powerful bass that can literally make a small room shake, great sound imaging, and a surprisingly wide soundstage. It's definitely one of our favorite computer speakers in 2023. Back to the soundbar, there are 4 buttons on top flanking the power button cum volume dial on either side. There's the EQ preset button, 3D button that lets you change audio modes, input button, and the RGB on/off button. In front of these are 10 LED indicator lights, 5 on each side of the infrared camera that sit right in the middle where they're best positioned to track your head and make sure you're experiencing consistent audio. More on that later. These LED indicator lights are pretty good at keeping you apprised of which setting you're adjusting and at what level that setting is. When you're pressing the EQ preset button, for example, which allows you to cycle through the 5 EQ presets, each light essentially represents each preset. You can't really see the drivers behind the grill on the soundbar, but Razer says that there are 5 2-inch full-range drivers in there, and sadly, no tweeters. Meanwhile, the subwoofer has a 5.25-inch downward-firing one. Number 5. SteelSeries Arena 3. The SteelSeries Arena 3 are the company's entry-level speakers. As such, they're the most stripped down of the company's product line. And while you won't get the rear satellites of the Arena 9 or the subwoofer of the Arena 7, you're still getting quality sound, an immersive soundstage, and entry into SteelSeries' new audio suite. Listening to these speakers, we found them to have a solid mid-range and a wide soundstage. Of course, the bass doesn't go too deep as these are on the smaller side and the high end is slightly veiled. However, we found that we could play around with the sound quite a bit thanks to the SteelSeries Sonar audio suite. Specifically, there's a parametric EQ on hand that lets you fine-tune your audio far beyond what most gaming and computer-centric speakers allow. And if you have a multiple device setup, know that the Arena 3 come with 2 analog inputs and a multifunction button that lets you switch between the 2 easily. To make up for that missing real low end, the lower mids are pretty prominent and boosted. It's not a very effective solution, but it works for certain things. Maneskin's Mamma Mia isn't as punchy either, but because this is essentially a rock song, you don't miss the bass as much. Rock is more mid-focused musically, and because these speakers have boosted lower mids, the song sounds fuller. The rest of the mids are fairly well balanced. However, the highs are rounded off so there isn't as much detail here or brightness, and treble is rolled off, so you're losing a little bit of presence as well. Even though you're not getting that nice rumble when playing Cyberpunk 2077, the environmental elements come through pretty clearly, which is a nice surprise since the high end is rounded off in music. The soundstage is about what you'd expect from bookshelf speakers. There's obviously no real surround sound here, just your typical stereo soundstage. But you can hear elements going from left to right, or moving away or towards you. Number 4. Razer Namo V2 Pro. The long-awaited successor to Razer's best computer speaker system is here, and it's even better than its predecessor, which we honestly didn't think was possible. The Razer Namo V2 Pro is a much improved system inside and out, with a sleeker design that takes up less space, even though it's not necessarily what you'd call compact, a now wireless control puck, and better audio overall. Its audio performance is where this 2.1 system really shines, giving us crisp and detailed highs, as well as full and present mids during testing, and a whole lot of punchy bass and deep rumble that practically shook our reviewer's apartment building. And while its soundstage proved to be reasonably wide, and its sound imaging very good, switching to TXS spatial audio made our gaming experience all the more immersive while keeping things natural sounding. You can't take home this kind of speaker system without a price, however, and in the Razer Namo V2 Pro's case, it's a pretty steep one. But if you're a more discerning listener, you're getting your money's worth here. That's especially compared to true audiophile systems that are much more expensive. Set the soundstage for victory with the Razer Namo V2 Pro, a full-range gaming speaker system and subwoofer designed for high-fidelity, room-filling sound and riveting bass. Powered by THX Spatial Audio and Razer Chroma RGB, prepare for an immersive experience that spans across sight and sound. Another thing the Razer Namo V2 Pro has over its predecessor is a slightly more accessible price tag. I wouldn't call it a budget buy, but it's a tad more affordable than the original at $449.99 in the US. It's also $150 cheaper than SteelSeries Arena 9, which will set you back a hefty $599/599 Although to be fair, the one is a 5.1 system. And if you compare the Namo V2 Pro to its closest SteelSeries rival, the Arena 7, it's actually pricier. It's also more expensive than Razer's PC soundbar system, the aforementioned Leviathan V2 Pro, which sits at $399.99/£399.99, about $600. Still, if you want high-quality audio, you almost always have to pay more. And the Razer Namo V2 Pro certainly offers better audio quality than the Arena 7 and the Leviathan V2 Pro. Number 3. SteelSeries Arena 9. Nothing can replace the experience of real surround sound. Turning on virtual surround sound for a pair of headphones or a set of speakers only approximates that fully immersive experience. And there aren't many computer speaker setups that will give you a true 360 degrees of audio. Well, SteelSeries has fixed that with their flagship speaker system, the Arena 9. Comprised of 6 separate speakers, 2 front satellites, a center channel speaker, 2 rear satellites, and a subwoofer. This 5.1 system will transport you, as it did us, into your favorite games and movies instantly. We find that games especially come alive with the Arena 9's audio elements physically circle us when we move our character's point of view. And, thanks to that subwoofer, we feel the rumble whenever there's an explosion. Even listening in stereo, the audio sounds detailed, clear, and engaging. So, if you're considering investing in surround sound, it's hard to do better than the Arena 9. Just make sure you have the desk space for it. Empower your Arena with a true 5.1 surround sound speaker system for gaming. Invite game-changing audio into your space with a single PC USB connection, a world-first invention from the makers of award-winning audio peripherals. Rear speakers connect wirelessly to the subwoofer and are wall-mountable for perfect placement in your room. Setting up your Arena is easier than ever without cables going across your ultimate gaming space. Your Arena lights up with 16.8 million customizable colors that react to events in-game and sounds. Project a dazzling show on your desktop and back wall that syncs with other SteelSeries devices. Number 2. Creative Pebble Plus. You don't need to spend a fortune on a good set of computer speakers. For budget-conscious consumers, Creative's Pebble Plus is more than good enough for the job, whether you're a hardcore gamer or a film fanatic. This 2.1 speaker system may not be audiophile quality, but it produces great sound for how much it costs. In fact, you'd be hard-pressed to find better stereo sound at this price range. Consisting of two far-field drivers, angled at a 45 degrees, and a down-firing subwoofer, the Pebble Plus delivers good highs, mids, and lows. Not only that, but we found during our tests that it also does a great job of minimizing distortion at loud volumes, which isn't something you'll often find on budget speakers. There are some compromises here, as is expected on inexpensive peripherals, but none of those are too big to put you off. Hands down, this is the best computer speakers for those on a tight budget. Number 1. Logitech C407. The Logitech C407 offers great value in an affordable and appealing package. These minimalist, capsule-shaped speakers deliver great sound quality and a decent amount of volume, while offering wireless connectivity, 2 physical input options, and a versatile design. For your convenience, it comes with a control puck that connects wirelessly, so you can change the volume, dial the bass power-up/down, play/pause/ stop the current content, and move forward or go back from up to 20 meters away. We found this style a bit confusing to use at first, but it's a nifty addition that adds convenience to its use. That subwoofer is surprisingly powerful for its size as well, producing a good amount of rumble for those intense game and movie moments. If you think that computer speakers are becoming obsolete, these will certainly change your mind. Dial into great sound for your desktop with C407 Bluetooth computer speakers. Get immersive sound with a down-firing woofer that adds boom to your sound and digital signal processing that keeps clarity across the sound spectrum. Stylish oval satellite speakers lay horizontally or vertically. Position them however you like to curate your space. Control it all with the Bluetooth-enabled wireless control dial. Adjust bass and volume, skip and pause tracks from up to 20-meter line of sight range. Connect with Bluetooth, USB-A, or 3.5mm inputs.